Hello traders, good day to everyone. Welcome to another to God Founded YouTube channel. So my name remains Victor Edison, and the purpose of this video is to do a total analysis on gold. So if by the end of this video you find any value, do well to smash the like button and subscribe for updates like this. Yeah. So before we go, I want to say congratulations to those that followed my last week analysis. To take this trade before the market close, I still running in profit. I still running active before the market close. So if you remember in my previous video, I analyzed that the market will broke this high and come back to take our liquidity here. And after that, if we should see a reason to buy here, we should be buying to the upside. And that exactly happened on Friday before the market closed. So, but that is, I'll be breaking this trade down on my next video. The reason why I took the trade, my entry reasons. So that will be on the next video. But the purpose of this video is dive into it. Top down analysis on gold. Yeah. So recently I started trading gold charts alone. I was trading gold and Euro USD before. I decided to trade gold and gold alone to gain more clarity and also to avoid over trading. So with that being said, let's go into the details of this video immediately. Starting from the monthly time frame. So here on the monthly time frame, all we can see here is that the market is strongly pushing to the upside, which means we are strongly bullish on the monthly candle. Overall, market structure here and momentum is strongly bullish here. Also on the weekly time frame, you can also see similar thing. The market is reacting from this order flow here. So since we are reacting from this order flow, all we should be doing is to look for buys to the upside with the confirmation in the lower time frame. So now let's go down to the daily to see what we have. So here on the daily time frame, we're also having similar thing. The liquidity and inducement liquidity being taken out, and at this level we have inducement being taken out. Yeah, I should hide this for now. So at this level where I marked as chalk, do I mark this because of H4, which I will get in detail as I continue. So at this level I marked as chalk is daily inducement, and if you can look here, we see that the market come back down and swept this inducement, mitigating this order flow, even swapping the liquidity, taking liquidity below the order flow. For those who are buying aggressively here, market also take their stop loss and started making move to the upside. So with that being said, now let's go down to H4, because you can see now that the market is strongly bullish, heading to the upside. For more details, we are focusing on the recent price action and what to expect going into next week. To watch more in details what the market is saying, you can watch my previous video on the previous top analysis I made on this chart. So let's go down now to breaking the H4 time frame, what we have here. Now of recently the markets have been making a lot of kind of unclear price action, but before the market closed last week, I think we can now see more clearly what the market is doing. Despite everything that the market is having a weak volatility, which happened throughout the week, we are still overall making moves to the upside. So here on the H4 time frame, if I should reference my analysis before, which is my last analysis, I spoke about this trend line here that has been taken out. This trend line being taken out and the market start to make breaking this internal level, internal chalk, internal change of character, which happened here. Internal change of character. The market took out inducements here and broken this high. Broken this high here. To not close above it. Coming back again to take out another in liquidity here. This is a trendline liquidity which will be more visible in the H1 time frame. If you look here, we see that this is a trendline liquidity that the market took out. I think this happened on Thursday. So going back to the H4 time frame, we have the market breaking this high. I think this also happened on Thursday, and before this liquidity candle dropping to the downside to clear this trend line, and you can also call this a kind of support and resistance, because let's call it S and R, because that is what it's more of. So the market come down here and took out this S and R liquidity and mitigated this other block and start pushing to the upside. So this is where we now get into the trade on Friday before the market closed. So going into next week now, what should we be expecting? For me, I'm expecting, since we have broken this side, coming back down to take out this S&R liquidity and having the buy confirmation heading to the upside. We should wait for the market to break above this high again. As I said in my previous last week top down analysis video, wait for the market to break this high exactly the way it did, come back down before I start buying. So also the same thing I'm also saying here, wait for this market to break this high, pull back down, maybe create another liquidity, come back and take it before continuation to the upside. Or we may still have something like breaking of this high, the market coming back down to mitigate this imbalance candle here, which is this other block, this strong pin bar with imbalance sitting here. So it might happen that after we broke this high, the market might come back here and mitigate this other block, taking out this low as liquidity. So that is why I'm also saying wait for this high to be taken out before you start looking for your buys to the upside. So, but for those that are already in the trade, also be careful for this level where the price is now, because this is a resistance. There might be a probability of the market coming back down. And also, if you look here, we see that we have this break of structure that is being swept here. We didn't close above it, so meaning that this level took out liquidity. Anything can happen in the market. Always have that in your mind. So that is why you shouldn't be rushing to be buying at this current level now. Instead, wait for this high to be taken out before you start looking for your buys. But for those that are already in the buy, you can hold or also watch for the market, or even take out some partial profit at this level. So that's my advice and my analysis here on the H4. If you're already on the buy, target this high, and also you can take partial profit at this level with let's say 1 to 1 or 1 to 1 plus, and target 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 above this high. So that is what I have on the H4 time frame. Wait for the market to break this structure before you start looking for your buys. So that is it for the H4 time frame on gold. Going down to the 1 hour time frame, let's see what we have. Before that, let's start by clearing the chart to have more clear price action. So also here we have similar thing. In the previous week market, focusing on what we have recently, we have this break of structure to the upside, which is highly supported by the higher time frame because the higher time frame is also proving to us bullish. And the market coming back down to take out this liquidity. This looks more like trend line and also like S&R. We can call this support and resistance because if you look here, the market is bouncing on top it. Here the market reacted, and also reacted here. Finally reacting here, people are still trying to buy it as they did in all this time. What did the market do? It dropped to the downside to clear liquidity below it and now start to make a move to the upside. Why do we know that this move is just a liquidity candle? Because you can see that immediately the candle dropped. Once the candle closed, we didn't have another candle closing below it. Instead, we have an exhaustion, and finally the market start to make a move to the upside. So coming back into next week, wait for this high also to be taken out before you start looking for your buy to the upside. And when you buy, we might be targeting uh, 1 to 2, or if possible, you have a normal pullback, let's say in 5 minutes here, and you have a good price action, you can buy. But I don't like support looking for buy at this level. Wait for the market to break above this high before you start looking for any buy you might look for. So that is my advice here on the H1 and my analysis also. So right now, all we can see is that the market is bullish because finally, before the market close, we have a break of structure here, break of structure, and the market coming back down to clear this support and resistance liquidity, and now making a move to the upside. So overall, price action here on the gold 1 hour time frame is bullish. So before you start buying, you might wait for this high to be taken out before you start buying. So that's all I have going into next week. Everything is still looking bullish. So coming down to the 15-minute time frame, everything is still like the same as I've always analyzed. Wait for the market to break this high before you start looking for buys. Already liquidity is being taken here. Lower 15-minute lower time frame low have been manipulated, and the market now start to react from the higher time frame, which is H4 and H1 in this case. So with this in mind, wait for the market to break above this high before you start to buy to the upside. Wait for a break of structure here, or if you trade with 1 minute, you might also look for lower time frame confirmation as the market is heading to the upside. But my honest advice is waiting for the market to print a break of structure above this level before you start looking for buys. So there's no much complicated price action on gold at the moment. We were having complicated price action before, but everything now is looking clearly. We clarified more of the price action is more clear before the market close. So we're all the way bullish with the price action we have on the chart. So that's all we have in the chart going into next week. Nothing more, nothing less. So, but have that in the back of your mind that gold is still bullish. We don't have any clean reason for bearish price action yet. Uh, though we may have a reaction at this level of order block, possibly, but even at this, we are still bullish. We are still bullish. The market might react here to come back and take some internal lows before continuation to the upside. So, but before, for now, we don't know what might happen at this level. But for now, wait for this high break of structure to happen before you start looking for your buys to the upside. So that is all I have in gold going into next week. Let's wait and see how it plays. In every level marked out here, wait for clear price action before buying. And also why I'm saying don't buy at this current level now is that anything can happen in the market. You might see this market pushing to the upside, which is this buy we are currently in before the market close. And all of a sudden, you might see the market drop again and come back down to mitigate this unmitigated order block that is here. This can possibly happen. And that is why I'm also saying don't buy at this current level. Wait for a break of structure, wait for the next liquidity level to be taken out before you start looking for your buys. Don't rush it. Always wait for the market to give you reasons to act before you take any action in the market. Learn to respond and not to react. So that is all we have on the go going into next week. Let's wait and see how the whole thing is going to play out. Yeah. And also, as you go through the week, my advice, trade your plan and stay disciplined. Keep everything simple. Don't complicate the thing. Keep it simple with your strategy, with your approach of entry strategy and risk management plan. No trade is 100% guaranteed. Always have it at the back of your mind that anything can happen in the market. So that was all for this video. If you find this video helpful, do also smash the like button, subscribe for more videos like this, and turn on the notification button for more updates like this. And another upcoming video is going to be breaking down this trade we took here before the market close. We read the reason for our entry and also the reason for our exit. In this market, for me, I'm targeting one to two, which I think is going to happen at this level. So that's all I have on this chart. Let's go through the week and see what the markets have for us. No chasing it, no forcing it. Trade clarity and not chaos. Yeah. With that, we come to the end of this video. See you guys on another one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notification button to get notified whenever we drop a new video. See you guys on another trade. I remain your boy here, Victor Edison. Thank you for watching this video. Peace out.